Welcome to a new video from Fantasy Football Scout with me, Ted Talks FPL. I'll be looking at all the key stats from the 4 games played this weekend and seeing if anyone caught the eye ahead of Game Week 30, which follows the international break. Stay tuned for everything you need to know about blank Game Week 29. With only 8 teams in action, there were only 3 teams that were expected to concede more goals than they actually did. Newcastle barely troubled Brighton at the back, creating just 3 small chances in the entire match, while Aston Villa maybe tested Spurs to a greater extent but still failed to create any clear-cut opportunities to score. Spurs face Newcastle in Game Week 30 and it will be very likely for them to keep a clean sheet. Leeds actually had the 3rd worst expected goals conceded this game week, only bettering Arsenal and Aston Villa, but they won't be worrying about their defence in Game Week 30 when they host bottom of the table side Sheffield United. Newcastle were the biggest underperformers this week, conceding the 3rd fewest expected goals but still managing to concede 3 to Brighton, albeit from difficult efforts. West Ham were another team to maybe count themselves unlucky to concede 3 at the weekend. Other than a decent headed opportunity for Lacazette which he converted, West Ham limited Arsenal to small chances. The Hammers have a good chance for a clean sheet in Game Week 30 when they travel to Wolves, while Arsenal host Liverpool. The 6-goal thriller at the London Stadium went down as the game of the weekend, with Arsenal coming back from 3 goals down. The Gunners had 65% of possession but were exposed by the Hammers' devastating counter-attacks, from which they definitely could have had more. A premium membership at fantasyfootballscout.co.uk unlocks everything you need to succeed at Fantasy Premier League, from Opta stats and expert articles to tailor-made tables and comparison tools. There's no better time to sign up, with a 7-day free trial and 20% off. Brighton's Joel Veltman was the highest scoring defender this week, the only one with multiple returns. Due to the injury to Dan Burn, the right wing-back made a positional switch to left centre-back but still managed to assist Trossard regardless of the microscopic expected figure. Spurs and Brighton were the only teams to keep clean sheets, and Anderson was the only defender to score in the opponent's net. Moving to the chart where players furthest to the right had the best chance of goals and assists, and players towards the top had the best chance of keeping a clean sheet. Regulon owners can count themselves unlucky when the Spaniard was subbed off due to an injury complaint 4 minutes before being eligible for clean sheet points. Vladimir Koufal also seemed to be in the points when his cross for Antonio was headed into the back of the net before it was realised that Souček had got the final touch. Callum Chambers, playing as a right back, displayed the most attacking potential this week, despite it being only his 2nd appearance of the season. He crossed 8 times, 2 of them successful, and created a total of 3 chances, all of which was top amongst defenders. In fact, both of the Arsenal fullbacks had clearly been told to move up the pitch and make camp in their opponent's final third. After facing Liverpool in Game Week 30, they have the best run of fixtures until the end of the season to improve their defensive solidity, making them both decent picks. The top 3 overperforming attackers this week will come as no surprise, especially with Jesse Lingard and Leandro Trossard, who both tucked away brilliant but difficult efforts and assisted in the same manner. Patrick Bamford also scored and assisted, but his chances were deemed fractionally easier to convert. Once again, Martin Odegaard is amongst the talking points, having plenty of small attempts and being the 3rd biggest underperformer this week. Only Ademola Lookman had more small attempts, while Antonio added 3 big attempts to his numbers and could have easily hauled against Arsenal in addition to his 2 assists. Rafinha continues to impress in the numbers, always finding ways to be threatening, and could easily be the best Game Week 30 captain against Sheffield United, who conceded 5 to Leicester last week. Souček had the most penalty area touches out of any midfielder this week, while it took a penalty for Harry Kane to appease the overwhelming amount of managers who captained him. Lacazette now has 4 attacking returns in his last 4 matches, and amongst forwards is only behind Harry Kane for expected goals in that time. 2 of the more impressive heat maps this game week came from stats machine Mikel Antonio and understated Neil Maupay. Both forwards had 7 penalty box touches, the highest of any player this week, and were busy in their opponent's final third. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new around here, and please make sure to check out fantasyfootballscout.co.uk for all of your other FPL needs.